Okay, let us discuss about the WPA2 PSK. So what is this WPA2 PSK? So whenever you turn a hotspot on in your mobile phone and others connect the hotspot by entering any password, the algorithm works behind in checking that password and connecting to your mobile phone is where the WPA2 PSK comes. So when you go in the mobile hotspot section in your mobile phone, you will see there are two options. The one is none and other is WPA2 PSK. So if you said none, then your hotspot will be open and anybody can be connect to that. And if you want to set a security on that, you have to set this setting WPA2 PSK. So the full form of this WPA2 PSK is the Wi-Fi protected access, and 2 is means the second version of this security protocol, and the PSK means pre-secured key. So what actually happens here? WPA2 PSK, before this WPA was there, a predecessor of WPA2, which was in the game of doing all these things, which managing the password and checking that if the password is correct and connecting. So but that was not that much secured. So that after that WPA2 second version of the this protocol came. So actually this is called a protocol. Protocol, what is protocol? Protocol means some particular rules in which something happens. For example, file transfer protocol, whenever you transfer a file to somewhere, a particular set of instructions, or you can say particular set of rules are used, which are responsible for doing that thing. So here WPA2 PSK is a protocol that is used whenever you turn your hotspot on and other will connect by entering any password simply. ठीक है? And you can also see this while when you go in your mobile hotspot section, you will see there is written a WPA2 PSK. So we will also create a program in and I will demonstrate you that how this actually works, a basic program, okay, not the algorithm behind it. So some code is written behind this WPA2 PSK which is working to make this happen. Okay, so we move further and see how actually happen. Okay, so let us open a notepad. It is notepad already opened here, so I just remove it, or I can comment it like this. We will do a program in Java to demonstrate, and I will demonstrate you that how this works actually, basic program. You can do in any language. I will select the Java language here. So let us start with the class main. And in class main here, I will create my main function. So public static void main string args. It is not necessary to use Java language for this, and you can concept is same, the things are same which I am doing. Just the language is different. Okay, so public static void main, and what we will do, we will create a we will show a message that there is a Wi-Fi you want to connect. If you want to connect, then enter the password. If the password is correct, it will be connected to that particular Wi-Fi, and if the password is wrong, it will show the message that there is something, or you can say like in your phone it will say wrong password. Okay, so here I will write system.out.println and over here I will write available available networks, but we will only work with one network. Okay, and you can also create others. So we will just write over here other networks, available networks, and using \n to come in the new line, I will write over here, for example, Airtel. Okay, let us take two networks. For example, the second one is BSNL, and After that, it will I will also give a backslash over here to enter a new line, and over here after the BSNL I will also give a backslash n, and after that I will say what I will say to user. I will say enter select the Wi-Fi, select the Wi-Fi, and the user will select the Wi-Fi by entering a number. Which number? 1, either 1 or either 2. So how will you do that? You will take the input from user in the integer format and check and use if else or for loop, whatever you want to use. Let's see. Select the Wi-Fi, and over here I will come over here and just select the Wi-Fi. Now how will we take the input from the user? So I will just create a I will create integer number, okay, or num is equal to. So to take input from the user, we have to import a scanner class over here. So import java.util. Scanner class is available in the util package. So I will write over here scanner. So scanner over here and semicolon. So this class is imported here. Now we will create an object of this class and use the methods to take the input. So I will go over here in the class in the main function and create first of all a a reference object over here. So scanner obj, or you can say input is equal to new scanner, and write over here system dot in. Okay, now here I can use the function inside the scanner class, and the function name is next int, which will take integer as a input and store in the num variable. Okay, so I will go over here, select the Wi-Fi, and user will enter something. So I will cut this line and paste it over here. Int num is equal to input dot next int. So for example, user enters some number, for example 1. So what it will do after it? So we will go over here and say if if num equal to 1. If it is 1, then it means he want to connect to this Airtel. So if num is equal to 1, what I will do is I will use if, and if num is equal to 1, I will say enter the password for this system.out.println, and I will say enter the password over here. So how we will take the password? So we will take password in strings. Okay, so how we will take the password in the strings? So we just press the enter and create a string object. String, for example, entered pass is equal to new, sorry, not new, string entered pass, and so yes, input dot next line. Next line function inside the scanner class is used to take the input in the as a string. So one more thing over here, we have to use this above this one time. And why we are using this input dot next line above this? First, because first of all I will not use this and see what happened without it, then I will tell you why I was using that. Now string entered pass is equal to input dot next line. User will enter any password over here, and then we will check that password. If that is correct, then we will give the message that it is correct and you are connected to that Wi-Fi. Otherwise we will give the message that the password is incorrect. So I will just write over here again nested if else, and what I will do is, first of all we have to create some variable which is storing the actual address. Otherwise by which address we will compare this? Okay, so I just go over here in the main section and write over here, after this scanner class I will create a string actual address, which is the address actually, sorry, not actual address, let us say password actual pass is equal to, so whatever the password is actually of the Airtel, we will write over here. For example, it is hello @123. Okay, so just come over here in the if and use the dot equals to compare. So I will just write over here entered, so spelling is incorrect over here, I was missed e, so here entered pass dot equals, so by which we want to compare this with the actual password. So I will write over here actual pass, and then we'll come over here. If this is true, it will give the message that you are connected to the Wi-Fi. So we will copy this print statement over here and write that you are successfully connected to the Airtel Wi-Fi. Okay, so let me just little font down, थोड़ा सा font down. So okay, system.out.println, you are successfully. Now if the password is incorrect, then what we'll do, in else section we'll come over here in the else section and copy this print statement, go over here, system.out.println, you are successfully connected to the Airtel Wi-Fi. We'll remove this and we'll say incorrect password, try again. Now I will save this on anywhere, but in the local disk program files I have created a folder over here. I'm not able to find it. Let us save in on the desktop. Okay, so let me save it on the desktop with the name main.java. Okay, it is a source file, so I will save it with the main.java and save it. So let us run it and see what happens. Actually what I want to tell you is, so as you can see here main.java is created. So let us open a command prompt and first we will change the directory. So let us see what is the directory of the desktop. So let us go in the properties and check where we want to go. Users, car, OneDrive and desktop. Okay, so I have to change the directory. Let me just increase the font size so that you can see clearly, or because yeah, now I will just change the directory to OneDrive, and inside OneDrive what was there, let me check it again. Inside OneDrive we have a desktop and then we have a main file. So I will go on in the desktop, change directory desktop. Now with the help of Java C compiler I will compile this file into the bytecode. So the file name was main.java. if there no any error it will compile, but there is an error. It is saying in the line 3 you have error, this expected. Let us see what is the error over here. In the line 3 it is saying there is an error. So public static void main string args scanner input new scanner system.in string actual pass is equal to this system.out.println available networks. Everything look great. I don't know where is the error. it num 1 is equal to semicolon curly braces start, enter the password string if again else 1 2 3 4, and here there are 4 closing brackets, closing curly brackets, and here 1 1 opening bracket and 1 closing bracket, then there is 1 opening bracket, 1 closing bracket, and here 1 opening bracket and 1 opening bracket. Oh, so yes, so here in the main we will not give any name, any like this brackets over here, so I just remove it because it is a improper, or you can say incorrect syntax. You will not give any brackets, or you can say anything with the class name. So again I will go over here, and again we will compile this, so it will system. Okay, so I have missed s in the system. I will do that correct system. So I have added s. Now it will have to work fine. Okay, yes, it has worked. Now we will interpret this with a Java compiler, with a Java interpreter, and let us see what was the class name. So class name is main, so I will write over here main and press enter. So here now let us compare this with the mobile phone, and you will get a better understanding. Here we have available networks, like in our mobile phone. Whenever we turn on our Wi-Fi, we see there are a list of networks, and from that we have to choose one network. For example, I will write over here 1 and enter. So you see there is an error coming here that enter the password, and it is not asking for password and automatically saying incorrect password. Now why this is happening? Because after entering the int, it will find for the new line, and that empty line it will put it in the password, and will not ask you for the password. So we have to use input.next line above, just above here, so that it asks us for the password. So again we will compile this, again we will interpret this, and you see I will write 1 here, and the password is, for example, I will say what was the password, hello @123. So it is saying you are successfully connected to the Airtel Wi-Fi, and if I enter the wrong password, let's see what happened. Oh, I compiled, I have to interpret. Now I will say 1, and the password is, for example, this. So it is saying incorrect password, try again. Now at this point where it is checking the password, or I will show you the code at this point where we are checking the password. This is what Wpa-2 PSK, but it is not work like that. It is, the code is not this, code is something else. Code is very complex and bigger, but I have given you a little example, basic example, so that you get an understanding of what actually the Wpa-2 PSK is doing. So like this, there is some codes, or you can say some algorithm that is working behind Wpa-2 PSK, so that you have a good security. Now whenever a user wants to connect to some Wi-Fi, he or she has to enter the password. Now when he entered password, so the Wpa-2 PSK checks, the algorithm of this WPA checks that the password is same. If it is same, it will connect, and the data transfer between those two devices, you can say, are encrypted by the encryption algorithm. And the PSK over here means pre-secured key, that is the password that you set on your hotspot, so that others enter that password and connect to your Wi-Fi.